Hello friends and welcome back. I'm right where we left off last time for the craft room cleanup. I have this giant bin of acrylic stamps to go through. Clear stamps, acrylic, what are they called nowadays? I have no idea. A lot of stamps to go through. If you didn't watch the last one, we went through my wooden stamps. So these friends here, wooden stamps, and my CD cases full of stamps. And my ink pads, and we reorganized this bin over here. It's right off to the corner here. Reorganized that a little bit, and now we need to tackle this bin of new stamps and old stamps. So we're gonna get diving into this. The first thing I'm going to do is show you what I'm using to organize them. I have the Acrylic large stamp and die pockets and the small stamp and die pockets. I just picked these up, so I have to transfer a lot of ones that I have currently in these into these. So that'll be a little annoying, and I probably won't film all that because that's annoying. But I also have stamp sets that are already in containers, like this one. Close to My Heart already comes with them. Someone else does too. Or these stamp and die sets I don't have organization for really. So these just stay like they are. They don't really need a package. So we're going to tackle this today, and again, they are in bins right now. I also have these two bins. And if you guys are new to my craft room cleanup series, this is my way of trying to rearrange all of this junk behind me into a way that's more convenient for me and just easier in general. So I'm taking you guys along for the ride, so hopefully you can organize your stuff if you need to, or just get new organization ideas. If it makes things easier for you, it's better in the long run. So I know I want to get a label maker out as well. I have to see if we have one that still works, because none of these are labeled. I do have a lot in the Acrylic packages right now. Acrylic. No, that's correct. Acrylic. I pulled out Acrylic stamps and thought I was talking about something else, but these are Acrylic packages as well. And I also have stamps that aren't in their packaging anymore for whatever reason. So we'll see how this goes. And I also want to organize them by some sort of theme. As you guys saw in the last video, I did organize my last ones by theme, and I have not made the labels for those yet. So we still have to make dividers and then figure out how I'm going to sort them. So originally they just stood on top of this orange drawers unit in their box. So they just lived up there like this and just sat up there. But now I'm probably, ooh, I just knocked all those over. Oh well. Now that I'm probably over 2 boxes full, I really just want to organize them by type, so that way I have one box for all of my nature and animals, and then one box for all my sentiments or whatever, vice versa, or by company. I don't often do projects by company, but I do own a lot of MFT. Close to My Heart, We Are Memory Keepers. I own a lot of different stuff, so I don't plan on purging any of these, since these are all fairly like last couple of years stamp sets, and I want to get my use out of them before I give them away. But maybe I'll get rid of a couple, I don't know. We'll find out as we go along. But for now, I think what we're going to do is maybe sort them by category and then put them into pockets, because then I'm going to label the pockets later off camera, because it's going to take too long. But I will show you my label maker once I get it out. So I'm going to rearrange the camera and our setup and then get to sorting into categories. Okay, so we have our bucket of stamps here, and then a bunch of stamps here to be sorted. These are my newer ones, but I guess we're just going to get started. I don't know exactly what categories I want to do. Obviously I want a nature category. I have an empty pocket here, which will just go with my other pockets for now, which I already misplaced somehow. I guess it'll just go right there for now. And let's see what else we have to do. So I'm going to start with the ones that are already in here. So that one has bunnies involved. Cats, bunnies, sheep. Animals. That's not an animal. So if there's, or should I do them by theme? Well, this one has multiple themes, so I guess animals. Do dragons count as animals, guys? I think they do. Dragons. This one has people and animals. This is hard now. I don't know what to do. This one has one animal on it. I don't. I'm going to set those in their own, because they have people in them. Maybe that's a different category. This one's food. I had a food one last time. Holiday is going to be one. Sentiments. Just sentiments. Mermaids are not animals. Sentiments. Now these ones I'm going to end up breaking up. So these are in the larger pocket, and when I just had larger pockets, all I did was put multiples in there. So what I'm going to do is take these out That's an alphabet. This is a sentiment. And this one, I don't know where this goes. It's a vacuum. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below where you'd put this one. This is from Sunny Studio. And it's just this little vacuum one. It's about, you know, my life would suck without you. I'm sorry, that sucks. So I'm not sure where to put this one either. I'll just have a, I don't know, pile. I think I'm going to have a floral pile. It's going to be maybe floral and fruits, because fruits are flowers. I don't know. And then I have some that are just words. So I think I'm going to put these ones in my alphabets, since this one could easily go with like scrapbooking stuff, as well as my alphabets. So this one's a Valentine's Day, but it's also an animal. So I'm going to go with animal. Animal, sentiments, flowers. Sorry. So I think I'm going to have to do animals and nature separately, because I already have so many animal stamps, because there's another animal, animal, and this one's a people. Alphabet, sentiments, animal, alphabet slash thingy. You will forever be my always. That's going to go in the sentiment pile, only because it's so much of a bigger sentiment. Now this one I don't know what to do with. It's a little ink splotch, so I'm going to put this in the I don't know pile as well. We also have some background stamps. This should probably go into my rubber stamps, which it might. So I'm going to set this aside and probably put it in there. I also have some over here. This one's also background. Oh, man, this is already getting difficult for sorting. So this is another close to my heart stamp set with a bunch of things. I think this would be good for like an everyday pile. I might put it with the alphabets. Maybe I'll just start a new pile. I don't know. And then this one's a background. I don't know. I'm going to put the backgrounds together for now in case I put those all in one spot with the things, the other ones, the wood mounted ones. But this one, I don't know where to put it, because this almost feels like it goes with it. You know what I mean? But does this go with alphabets? I'm going to say it does for now. I can always move it. So, let's see. Okay, these ones are both animals, even though they're in the same pile. This one's sentiments. And then these two are animals. Animals. This one's birthday, just plain old birthday. So that's going to be its own pile. These are all animals from Lawn Fawn. This is another nature one. This one is a die and stamp set, but I didn't keep it in its original packaging because it is so short compared to my other die and stamp sets. So I'm going to put this in the nature, what did I call it? Flowers? I called it something. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. This one, how does anyone organize these? I have no idea where this goes. Sentiments or floral. If I was looking for... This is like a thank you stamp set, but it also says, hello, you're amazing. I don't know. This goes in the I don't know pile. This one's strictly for like envelopes. So I'm going to put it in the everyday pile. Maybe. I don't know. This one, I also don't know. It's got the florals. It's got sentiment. I don't know. This one's pumpkins. I'm going to put it in Halloween. I don't know, guys. I should have researched before I started. Animals. So within each category, I might have subcategories, because look at all those animals, guys. I have no, this one's birthday. Animals. Oh boy, the animal pile's getting too big. This one's sentiments. Sentiments. This one's happy birthday. The other one is, I don't know, person. Go in the people pile. Animals. This one has a pumpkin on it. Uh-oh, which package goes with which one? Does it say? I bought these at the same time, so it really shouldn't matter, but this one's definitely a pumpkin. And this one's definitely just sentiments. Okay, then I also have that one. These are all animals. This one's an animal. This one's a mermaid, so it's going to go in the people pile. This is Christmas, Christmas, birthday, animal, sentiments. This is another split decision. It's partially floral, partially words. This one's all cats, so I'm going to put that in the I don't know pile, because I have a lot of those florals, but also words. These go in the everyday. This one's Valentine's Day. So I think I'm just going to put it in with the Halloween ones for now. Animals. Animals. Is a polar bear an animal? It is, right? That was a dumb question. So we have sentiments. Animal. Maybe I shouldn't be sorting them by what their images are, but what their sentiments are. Like this one's animals, but with birthday. So I also don't know where this came with that. And this one's got a sentiment, but it's also got the everyday items in there, so I don't know. This is the little dog one. That pile's gonna fall, and I'm gonna be so mad when it does. This one's a butterfly. Let me move this thing that's behind me so I can back up because I need more room to organize. This is how big it's getting. I hope you guys aren't counting how many I have because this is getting embarrassing. I'm going to put that one in the floral section. This is little paw prints, so I don't know, pile. This one's floral. This one's a whole set, embossing folder, stamp, and die. And this can go in the everyday section. Sentiments, sentiments, people. This one has one sentiment set in there. I'm going to take it out. Animal. This one's also variety. This one's the last one, guys. Okay, we have one animal, which I thought I was putting in my giveaway pile, but maybe not. And then one people. This can't possibly be the best way to sort these. So I'm going to think this over really quick and then get back to you on how I'm going to continue to sort these. After thinking about it for a while, I think I'm going to stick with these categories for now. So all the holidays are going to go together. I didn't know I only had this many Christmas stamps. I know there are other ones in here. There's a little less, oh man, that's annoying. There's a little less obviously Christmas. Like there's sayings for Christmas without them being Christmas themed stamp sets, if that makes sense. So some of these are not in pouches. So what I'm going to start doing now is grabbing the other size pouch and then putting them into that if they're small enough. So that way I can save the larger ones for the larger sets. So this waffle flower one might be too big. This is a stamp and die set, so I'm keeping the dies together with the stamp just to, you know, save time and energy. And I think I'm going to put this one in the smaller one even though it's too big. Sorry I'm not doing this on camera. It's really hard to film on the floor. So I think I'm just going to keep them like that. It's a little bit too big for it, but it saves me a larger pocket, which is always good. So this one's going to be too big. So I'm going to sort them within themselves. So Christmas goes together, which I have another Christmas right here. I got these during a waffle flower grab bag event they had. And I got 2 stamp and die sets and I think one other stamp for like 16 bucks or something, which is pretty good. Again, this might not be Christmassy either now that I look at it. This one's just more of like wrapping paper. But I associate wrapping paper with Christmas and not so much birthday. So we'll see. I'm going to put it in Christmas for now. I just don't know where all my Christmas stamps are. I thought I had a crap ton of Christmas stamps. Maybe I do still. Maybe it's just something I'm forgetting. Then Halloween and then Valentine's Day. And I'm going to put this little guy. So this is more of a Thanksgiving stamp set, but it's going to go in there. Only because it's not like I'm going to have a whole section of Thanksgiving Day stamps. Did I just say Thanksgiving Day? No one says that. Also, these are very slippery in this little bin. And I don't think I talked about these bins. I talked about them before, but these are the Sterilite like shoe bins. Let's see if we can get a nice close up here. So they're 14 by 7 by 4, which doesn't sound actually right, but these didn't have lids and they were on half off. Instead of $1.60, they were 80 cents. So I picked them up. Picked up 3, I think. One's a recycling bin right now, and the other 2 were for storing stamps. So I have another one over here. How many times is that going to happen? I also probably won't have holiday in the front, so let me grab more of these scraps over here. So my scrap bin's right over here, right there. And I'm going to grab a couple more scrap pieces to divide this out. That's nice paper. I'm not going to use that. That's not tall enough. Here we go. So we have holiday. And now we'll do, I'm saving animals for last because that's going to take me a crap ton of time. We can do sentiments. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just do this, put them in the baggies, because you guys don't need to watch. And if I change anything up, I'll let you know afterwards. But I'm going to put them all in bags. And then once they're all in this container, I'll probably sit somewhere and start labeling them. Hopefully. I don't know if I want to put labels on. Because most of them, I should probably put labels on the ones that don't have their packaging anymore. Like this one doesn't have it anymore. And this is from Amy Tangerine. Some of the ones I got racked don't have packaging anymore, so I'm going to put all these in their right size packages and then get back to you guys, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I am back. Obviously it's a little bit later, the lighting's changed, it's very dark outside. I also only have one of my big lights on, so if it's weird lighting, that's probably why, because it's very uneven. But I have 2 bins of my clear stamps now. Like I said, I was going to organize them and then get back to you guys. So 2 bins, not completely full at all, but I just want to tell you guys some of the categories that I did, and I just use Post-its for now. So if you guys look, there's just little Post-its. So this one is holidays, which I only had like 10 stamp sets by holidays, but they are organized within this, just without labels. So I have Christmas / winter, let's see, that's still Christmas, and then Thanksgiving, Halloween, and then love / Valentine's Day. I decided to put those all together since there's only 3 of them. And then after that I have background stamps, so just my 2 background stamps I mentioned earlier. Hello, focusing. There we go. And then after that we have, I can't even read these, mythical / exotic animals. So this is where the animal section starts, so like the rest of this from here, where this divider gap is all animals. So I did exotic animals, and then I have cats, and then I have dogs somewhere. Then I have dogs, and then I have other animals. So there's a lot of just random animals. I wanted to do it, so I did exotic animals because I figured things like dragons and I don't know what else I had in there. Let's look. Dinosaurs. Oh no, those are mythical. Oh yeah, I put mythical / exotical. Exotical? That's not a word. I put mythical / exotic. So I have narwhals, elephants, dragons, dinosaurs, but in my like other animal section I have like moose, birds, bunnies, mice, sheep, normal animals. These are normal animals. Hedgehogs, not as normal, but that's okay. And then even fish I put in the animal section. So I also didn't know how to film this, so I decided to do a face-to-face, but that's bin number 1 or number 2. I don't know how I'm going to number them, nor do I know how I'm going to store them. So that's probably going to be an update video later on. But the second bin has everyday alpha, or everyday and alphabet. After that it has people, and people stamps include anything that has a face. So that includes all the MFT ones that are like, these guys are astronauts, and then the mermaids. I consider mermaids people, I guess. Even though some of these have animals, I decided to just include those. So like this one, little donut people, which you guys won't be able to see, so I don't know, I'm trying to. I know a lot of people put inserts in each of these pockets, but since I have a majority of my stamps with their backing still, like this one, I can obviously see the images a lot more clearly than if there wasn't anything in there. So I think for the ones that don't have any, so like if I lost their packaging or I threw it away for some reason, I think I will add some cardstock in there, just some either colored cardstock that I don't like or white cardstock. It doesn't really matter to me. But after people I have birthday, because I have a couple birthday specific stamp sets, and then flowers / nature, which also includes fruit, because I had one of those. Feel better, I think I'm going to move those where they are because they're very hard to find, but I have a feel better section because I have a couple stamp sets that are just for get well cards. And then I go into sentiments. Now I kind of organize my sentiments, but not really, so I might change that up. And then the ones I had a couple of ones I had trouble with, like these 2, these both had sentiments and flowers and other bits. I put these in sentiments because I'm more likely to use the thank you than to go looking for this sort of organic flower shape. That's just what I went with. And then I usually have them from smallest to largest in each of the categories. So as you can see here, they get taller. Oh, wrong way. As you can see here, they get taller in each of their little sections. And I think I also might get a spacer for the bottom of this because there's a lot of extra space, and until I get more stamps to fill it, it's going to be hard to flip through if they keep falling. So for the larger stamps that didn't fit, like this one from We Are Memory Keepers, I just put in the sides. It's kind of annoying, but it also protects the stamps from the sun, which is really good, so I guess I don't really mind. I'm out of focus again. There we go. So as for storage, I originally stored them up here on top of this orange thing. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to mention. So I showed you that I had large storage packs and small storage packs. I have about 3 of the small ones left, and then I have like what seems like a pack and a half of the large stamp pockets. So that's kind of odd. I thought that I put most of mine into the smaller stamp pockets, but then again I thought about it, and I have a lot of small stamp sets, and since I took all of those out of the larger ones, I'm just gonna have more larger ones. And I also don't remember if I started with 2 large sets or just 1. I think I only bought 1 because I don't remember buying more. But I also do use the storage pockets for my dies, which we'll talk about in another video, since this video is probably already long as well. If you didn't check out part 1, I have more information over there. I guess I didn't really talk about that very much. Like I said, I don't know what this series is really going to be yet. I just know I want to show you guys my steps of trying to organize my craft room so it works best for me. And that way, if you guys wanted to do the same for you, you could set up your goals and then go through the process. I knew I wanted to start with my stamps because I really want to get back into stamping and having them in these bins. And just knowing that I have 2 bins full of like just my newer stamps, I guess I'd call them. They're not all my newest stamps. I think I have some newer ones in wood form or in CD case already. Not too many new ones, but a couple. But I could put like one of these bins on my desk even, because I have the room, I just need to reorganize it. So if I could have one of these on my desk so I could just stamp away, or maybe just a better inventory system. This is already so much better because I saw that I have 50,000 animal stamp sets because they're my favorite, obviously. But obviously I thought I had a lot more holiday stamp sets, and I don't. So I can use those more creatively this Christmas instead of buying more, so we'll see. It also shows me which ones I have or haven't used, because I got to see if they were well loved or not. I know there were several stamp sets I have not used. As you guys probably have seen in my haul videos, I've shown a lot of stamps recently from like Michaels and stuff. Like, here, let me pull this one out. Like this one I bought earlier this year. It's a Little Mermaid and die set, and I have not used it, so need to get on top of that. I do have some other stamp sets that are not in here, like my Wild Whisper Design Team stamp sets, and then I have a couple other ones that I'm using for projects currently that are in their kits. So those don't have homes yet. They could obviously fit in here. There's extra room, but I gotta make sure I have the pockets for them as well. So stamps have been conquered. I'm going to make better dividers for them and then actually write down an inventory take for them as well. I need to find an inventory journal. I meant to look for one, but I think we have one already. I just have to find it. And then another thing I want to show you is the label maker I'm going to use. I haven't used it yet, but it does turn on, and we do have a refill for it. But this is the Dymo label maker. I don't know if it has a number. Label Manager 160 D1. It's cute. It turns on, it looks really nice. I think I can do multiple lines, which would be good because I can put the manufacturer and the title of the stamp set for the ones that don't have names on them or backings. Yeah, so I need to find a place for these to live, and I guess I'll do one more overview of what I have done completed over here. So I just move the camera. I'm doing more one-take videos because it's a lot easier for me to edit. So over here, oh, we're gonna have to shift this down a little bit. So we have the drawer set here. I'm going to keep one box up here for now and probably put the other one on my desk just for convenience reasons. But the first drawer, actually let me move you guys even closer. So the first drawer contains a lot of stuff. I have my Zig Clean color brushes. I have my stamped images ready to be colored in my Studio Calico folder. I have my Stampin' Up! Stamps, my stamp brusher thingy bob, all of my inks in the back, as well as the stamp cleaner. So that's drawer 1, much better than before, and my Zigs finally have a home. Drawer number 2, gotta zoom down a little bit. These are divided CD cases, and again I'm going to make a better divider for this, and also include this in my inventory system, which I might make a whole video about just that as soon as I figure out how I'm going to do it. Other stamps that are not included that I just remembered are roller date stamps and roller stamps in general. I just saw one in my giveaway pile and I was like, wow, I didn't even do anything with those. But they do have a home somewhere else as of right now, so we'll see where those end up when we get to that area. Also, sorry for the mess all around this video. I'm sure it's horrendous. And lastly, we organized the wooden stamps. So I got rid of about 15 wooden stamps, which is pretty good. I'll probably get rid of a few more once I use them a couple more times maybe. We'll see. If I don't use some of these Halloween ones, I will get rid of them before the end of the year. But if I do use them, maybe I'll keep them around. We'll see how they stamp. But those would be great for a school or something too. So hopefully some Halloween cards in the future. But I'm really excited to have this done, and I'm excited to use my stamps a little bit more. So I'll work on some dividers and my labeling for the ones that don't have the labels on them, like these MFT ones don't usually. So we'll see how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you store your clear stamps, especially the categories. I did not want to sort them by manufacturer, mainly because I don't work that way. When I want to make a card, it's not because of the stamp set, it's often because of an occasion. So that's why I have a holiday section, and then in like a cat section. So if my friend loves cats, I'm going to make her a cat card, if that makes sense. So that's how I organize them for now. There also might change within the box themselves. So my holiday ones might move to my other binder or my other bin or something like that, just so it's a little bit easier. But we'll see how it goes again. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you guys want me to work on next. I'm probably going to jump all around my craft room, working piece by piece, but I'm so glad this little unit's done. And I even cleaned it out, which is fun. Well, not fun, but always good to clean up things. But thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!